Welcome back. This is a dumpster report, but the reason I'm in this workshop is why there hasn't been another dumpster update. Supposed to be one last week, but a bunch of stuff has come up. Misconception about farming life is when people see the big shiny equipment, they just assume, oh yeah, the farmers and the big fancy machines, but that's the contradiction. Because on the one hand, you'll see the big fancy machines, but on the other hand, you're making do with whatever else you can afford. I'm fixing this. This has been a bane of my existence for the last year or so. I won't bore you too much with this, but I've got something going wrong in the injectors now, so I'm chasing issues. I'll probably end up having to take them all out and have them rebuilt at the local injector shop, because I think they're just old and tired. Old family car just taken off the road. We just replaced it with a Hyundai Tucson, how you pronounce it. So this is getting put into storage for a year, and then my daughter's going to be driving that, which is bizarre to think. Now, this is my truck. I know you've probably seen the dually in some of the videos. That's actually sort of more the farm truck because it pulls all the trailers and stuff. This is my truck, and yes, it is literally held together with tape, and you'll get a kick out of this. Yeah, the back window is taped over, and yeah, this is my old truck, the old workhorse. And same thing. You know, you work with what you can afford, and when you have a limited budget, you end up fixing stuff. That's probably one of the reasons my back is in such a horrific state. But yeah, I've got a new grill coming from eBay, and I just two-part epoxied this headlight because it had a broken piece in it, but put new bulbs in it, and it's back working. So like that's one thing to do. I'm on a bit of a timeline between now and the new year. So as you can see, I've got all the parts going over them. Like, they are good, but I'm just going to clean them, I'm going to pre-oil them, put break-in grease on them, and put them all back together. Yeah, so I'm going to be taking the head back off just to check everything over. But yeah, so that's kind of the reason why I haven't had an update last week like I said I would, and I apologize. But like I said, stuff has come up, and not to go into too much personal detail, my whole hoopla over tax and the government and stuff, it turns out we were getting a bit of a rough deal. And anyway, we have changed business dealings with who we run numbers with, let's put it that way. I'm not going to say any names, but let's just say it's turned out that we were getting absolutely gouged for at least the last, well, however many years. So yeah, needless to say, a lot of things have been shook up. There's a lot of big changes coming in the farm over the next little while here in the next year or so. So yeah, there's going to be some changes and some things going on, but I'll still be doing this as we go. So, but on a lighter note, I'm not going to be all doom and gloom because, well, you might as well just stop watching right now. As you'll notice, the little blue tractor that was here is gone. It is up and running and is now outside, parked out there somewhere with a cover on it. So that's one thing off the list. But like I said, all free time that I have is going into getting this and this up and running and out of here. This might be getting sold. Decision's still made in that, but anyway. So I was going to run some new ideas for the channel through everybody to see what they think. And so I am going to pass you over to the Piper McDoug Road Report to see what's going on the outside world. So over to you.
Oh yeah, it's rush hour as usual out here, eh? And yeah, as you can see, there's the traffic's moving fairly well. There was a moment a little while ago where there was 2 vehicles on the road at once, but luckily they were going the same direction. So a hair-raising travesty was avoided. But like I say, traffic is moving pretty well, smoothly out here on the road. Back to you in the studio.
Okay. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, enough blabbing over here. I'm going to take you back to the garage, to the dumpster, which you've all been waiting for. Go gentle on me. Like I said, this whole year has been very hectic. Worked a lot of nights. Didn't have a lot of free time through the whole growing season. So there wasn't a lot of time put on the car. So I've been doing what I can to try and get it ahead. So I will catch you over there right away. Ta-da! As if by magic, beamed straight across the yard. Okay, so I've got some stuff done, but if you people out there in YouTube land were expecting this thing to be bombing around the yard, you're in for a sad disappointment. Like I said, been a hectic year, and I've got a serious workload to get through because of stuff that has come up in the very recent time frame. So I will be going through that stuff over there as quick as I can, but I am going to try and dedicate time to this. I'm going to aim for at least once a week. Whatever I get done, I'll just put it up there, and if you guys want to watch it, that's awesome. But I probably best start showing you what I've been doing, or you're probably all going to start sending me hate mail. So I'm going to meander through here, make sure not to give it too much away, and then show you this. It's looking like something. So, it's a rough fit. One of the biggest things I did so far was, I'll get you in here, is I've decluttered the engine bay. Like, I've got everything just sitting on here, and as you can see, what I've done is I've cut right back into the start of the inner fender, and that's pretty well as close as I can get it in here. Like I said, it's just sitting in here for now, but it's pretty well going to be exactly where I thought it was. So I'm just going to pull the hood off without it collapsing on me. Okay, so as you can see, the firewall for the Toyota is pretty dang good. I don't think I can bring the cab any further forward, and the issue I have with that is at this, the grill is going to be about here, so I've got a bit of an issue here. So I'm either going to relocate the radiator, I'm either going to relocate that out the back somewhere, or I'm going to try and find a different one, different sized one. One way I did shave a bunch of space and weight was that gaping hole there. That's the that's that stuff there. Who needs air conditioning? So as you can see, I have welded the door in, or doors, because I need the shell to be as rigid as possible while I'm jigging it. There's still going to be a lot of tweaking as I do the final placement. That way that once it's in its final place, I'll do all the geometry, all that stuff, and then it will finally be square, and then the final fitting will be done. But as you can see, the inner fender frame rails do not fit in the Mini. I knew that all along, so the plan is that I will cut these out and switch them around. So then I'll have this part to the outside, and as you can see from the side of the car, it'll be fairly close. So yeah, I don't know if you guys were expecting it to be further along, but like I said, this is as far as I got. I was just doing some more chopping here tonight, but as far as I know, the measurements are actually going to be quite good, because if you look at that for scale, the box should be fairly good. Figuring out where the back of the cab's going to be, but this is literally where it is going to be, because that'll give me just enough room for the backrest of the seats, because, well, I'm large. So this is where I'm at. I'm hoping to get more and more done. I'll plow on, see what I can get done. But probably one more check with our field agent out there on the highways to let us know how it's going. Over to you, Piper McDoug.
Oh, yeah, still nothing.
Anyway, so I think it looks good. Hasn't been too many surprises. There's a few little spots of rust that I didn't know were going to be there, but I'll deal with it when I get to it. I'm just really keen to get the car joined, because once I get it joined on, then all the little patches, all the little panels, all the little filler pieces, that's going to be the easy part. It's just getting the geometry right for the driver, for the bodywork covering the engine. I might need to build a custom hood and fenders, like lengthen them a little bit, because there is bigger wheels too. I forgot to say that. So it should be good, but I rabbited on too long. Hopefully you guys liked this. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button and that little bell that's down there somewhere. Just smash the shit right out of that, and you'll get a notification whenever I've been back to some harebrained ideas. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go now. So, tatty bye.